right, Coach. The first 3 quarters, it was kind of, it was kind of like a boxing match. Both teams kind of feeling each other out, You guys went on an early run, they went on a 9-0 run, but then you guys responded. Just talk about your team's poise and under control, I think.
Yes, Mook, as a team and as a coach, I try to tell the guys, at some point in the game, you're going to hit some type of adversity, right? What are you going to do when adversity hits you? You got to keep going. You got to keep fighting. And in the second half, that was a perfect pitch for us that, we was down. We wasn't playing our type of basketball. So I go in the half and I tell the guys, we got to play our brand of basketball. Just play our basketball. And I believe the second half, we was attacking. We was all over the place. And it just shows Lynn Tech brand of basketball, what we're used to.
Your bench was really big in this one. Travis came in 6 points early.
Yes.
Johan came in and gave a big boost with your two bigs in foul trouble. Just talk about Johan and how he was just ready for the moment and seized the moment right there.
Yes, Johan been working all season to get himself in shape and to contribute to the team. And I feel like Johan is like a sleeper on our team. Him and Trav, people don't really look at them as, key contributors, but as you can see, they give us stuff when we need it, and that's all I can ask for. I mean, Trav he's a special kid, and he's like, I always tell him I try to make him my Lou Will off the bench so he could get high volume shots and, turn the game around, and I felt like he did that today. Johan came, and he didn't play first and second, but he didn't let that get to him because he knows I like for him to finish the game, and that's what he did. He came and he finished.
Your team's been in this position before, just in this position last year, going against the #1 team last year. Now you're going against.
Yes, talk about it.
This time you don't got to travel 3 hours for the game. It's a 30-minute drive. But how do you feel like those guys took last year's loss and how you learned from that in preparation for this upcoming matchup? Because they said one thing they said last year, they didn't know how to be a championship team until they saw that. So they said they want to go in there and play like they are a championship team.
Yes, every year is you're trying to get something out of it. Last year I felt like we got experience for the guys that was young. They got there, they seen what it was like. We won 2 home games just like now. So now you got to be a little bit hungrier to win the 3rd game. We can't leave our food on the table. We got to try to eat. Shout out to you because you helped us out. You watched. You was at the Burke game and you was at the Middlesex Essex game. So I was been watching that all week, and it's now it's time to go and we got to get out there. We got to cross the bridge. Like I know, only time you make your name is when you cross that bridge. So that's what we got to come to do. We got to try to cross that bridge and make our name across that bridge.
And lastly, from like the start of the season to now, one thing you were hard on those guys on was closing out games.
Yes,
it was like you felt like you let a few games go because you closed out games. Down the stretch of the season, it seems like those guys have done a good job closing out games, making free throws, creating turnovers, guys taking the charge and stuff like that. How do you feel like those guys just took what you told them and applied it?
Big thing, is watching film and then relating it to the guys, letting them know what I see out there and then letting them watch it and to see what they did. In the beginning of the season, I feel like we was just trying to find who did what, trying to find our roles. Now everybody understands what they got to do, what's the task at hand, and most importantly, just playing basketball. Stop thinking about it. People are going to come watch us play regardless, so you got to be ready for that moment, and relish in the moment. And my biggest thing to everybody, Mook, was just starring your roles. And once everybody believed in the star in their roles, we turned the season around, and look at us now.
All right, Coach. Congratulations and good luck Friday. The city's definitely going to be out there.
Appreciate you, Mook, and thanks everything you do for the city, man, because you do a lot for the city, and I appreciate you that, man, and I like it.